Hi everyone, I am Mansi and welcome to my Amazon interview prep series. Today we will talk about arrays, not just a definition, but why they were created, why they are useful, and how they form the foundation for many DSA patterns. Okay, so the today's topic is arrays. So let's talk about how people program before arrays came into picture. Imagine early days of programming. Let's say you need to store 10 numbers. Before arrays, you would have to declare 10 separate variables like num1, num2, so num1 is 10, num2 is 20, so on up to num10, which is let's say 100. Okay, now you have to access the fifth number. How you will do that? You have to remember the variable name, so it will be num of 5, right? Looping all over the numbers, then you have to write 10 separate lines of code. Adding more numbers, you have to update the code everywhere, right? Clearly it was inefficient, repetitive, and error prone. So how programmers have resolved this problem? By introducing arrays. Okay, how arrays resolve the problem? Let's discuss about that. Okay, so let's talk about arrays. So how arrays resolve this problem is that what array helped is that instead of having num1 up to num10, they created one structure, one data element where you can store multiple numbers of same type. Okay, obviously it is a number, so it will be, the type will be int. So having everything at one place obviously cleans lot of things, right? That is a law of nature. Like if you are organized, things will be better for you, things will be more efficient for you, it will be less error prone. So that's why error comes into picture. How it helped that is that you have all the variables, instead of variables you have all the numbers in arrays. Now these all array numbers, how can you access them? Using index. Okay, so these are the indexes. And so if you want to access number 5, I can access it with array of index of 4, right? You have to loop over all the elements. Simple, you just take the starting index and the ending index and you can loop over all the elements, right? And the more importantly, why it is easier is that because it makes the memory contiguous, right? Like everything is next to each other. Okay, so you know that if let's say it's a sorted array, so it's a sorted array, I know that after 10 it will be something which is greater than 10, right? So like this, it is like it makes the memory contiguous. So this is about array. So if we have to conclude what arrays is, let's conclude that. So an array is a collection of element. It's a collection of elements stored in contiguous memory. Okay, so more importantly, it's a homogeneous elements, right? Accessing the third element, so let's say you want to access the third element, then it's an array. This is 10, this is 23rd, so you will access it just by directly going to that index. So the time complexity here is O of 1, means you can directly access that element. Every element here is next to each other, right? As we discussed, it's a contiguous memory, right? So as it is in contiguous memory, so it is efficient for traversal and computation. Now let's discuss some of the use cases of arrays. What are the advantages of arrays and why arrays are more than storage? Why arrays is more than storage. First, more important, we all know that how important is time complexity in programming. It's a fast access, right? O of 1. Number second, organized structure, right? Number 3, predictable memory, right? Means operations are efficient, right? Number 4, it is the foundation of many DSA algos. Okay, even though arrays seem simple, mastering them gives you a strong foundation before moving to complex structures. Right now, so that is why the main reason why I'm discussing arrays as my first video in Amazon interview prep series is because arrays is used in a lot of DSA patterns. Most DSA patterns rely on arrays. That is why I'm discussing arrays. So hope you don't have any confusion in what array is. Right now, let's discuss about DSA patterns which uses array. Number 1, sliding window. This is a very common pattern that almost everybody knows who is preparing for DSA. 2 pointers. Number 3rd, prefix sum. Number 4th, binary search. And number 5th is max subarray problem. So whenever you see these patterns, remember that arrays are what make them fast and possible. Arrays. Okay. So when you start DSA, understand arrays deeply, why contiguous memory matters, why index access is O1, how arrays are backbone for many patterns. This understanding will make you learn better and apply patterns much easier. Okay, so I think this is all about arrays for today, and tomorrow we'll discuss about all these patterns. So in the next couple of days, we will be only going to discuss these patterns which are rely on arrays. Then we move to next data structure. Okay, thank you. Thanks for all.